Want to create your own token on the Hedera network? In this video, I'll show you how to deploy an ERC-20 smart contract using MetaMask, Remix IDE, and OpenZeppelin smart contract wizard. This guide is perfect for beginners. By the end of this video, you'll have your own token deployed on Hedera. You will learn how to set up your Hedera account, configure MetaMask for Hedera, and write and deploy your own smart contract. If you haven't already, head over to portal.hedera.com/register to create a testnet account with your email address. From here, you can access all of your private keys. Doing so will give you 2 accounts which get 1000 HBAR, which you can top up every day. This is more than enough of what you'll need. Now you can add the account into your MetaMask wallet. Make sure that you've installed the MetaMask Chrome extension. Open it up, enter your password, and to add the account you can click on Add Account or Hardware Wallet. From here just import account and then copy and paste your private key in here. Once you've done that, you should be able to see this new Hedera EVM address. As you can see, it matches up with the address inside of your portal. Next thing which you want to do is make sure you've added the Hedera Testnet network. It doesn't come out of MetaMask as default, so you're going to need to click Add a Custom Network. Call it whatever you want. I'll just call it Hedera Testnet. The default JSON RPC relay is going to be https testnet.hashio.io/API. Click Add URL. Now enter the chain ID. The chain ID for this is going to be 296. For the block explorer, you're going to want to add https hashscan.io/testnet. Add URL. And make sure you save that. Now, if you head over to the account which you've just imported, you should see that you've got a balance of HBAR there. Great. Now that we've got MetaMask all hooked up with Hedera, let's get back to the video. Cool. So let's head over to wizard.openzeppelin.com. We're going to be greeted with a really nice user interface which allows us to interact and test out all sorts of different ERC-20 or ERC smart contract standards. We're going to be using ERC-20. This is the Ethereum's fungible token standard, which is 100% compatible with Hedera. So we'll tweak it a bit. Let's call it my Hedera token. Again, you can call this name whatever you want. And we'll also pre-mint 1000. Now, what this does is it means that when the token's deployed, the token comes with 1000 tokens already. There are different features which you can add. For example, we can make this smart contract mintable, meaning that as the owner of the smart contract, the person who deploys it, which is going to be you, you're going to be able to increase the supply by minting more. You can also make it burnable, all sorts of different things. We're just going to keep it simple. We're only going to allow it to be an initial supply, meaning that the supply cannot be increased. We're going to remove this permit thing as well. Copy this to clipboard. Next thing we want to do, head over to remix.ethereum.org. This is where we're going to be creating the actual smart contract. So inside of the homepage, we see this contracts directory. I'm just going to create a new file and we can call this whatever we want. Let's call it my Hedera token.sol. Make sure you add this .sol file name because we're writing in Solidity here. Paste in the code. We click OK. We do trust it. And as you can see, it imports this ERC-20 smart contracts from OpenZeppelin. Now, Remix is clever enough to realize it's coming from OpenZeppelin and install the relevant dependencies. If, however, you are doing this in your own local environment, make sure that you install the relevant library as well. So we're just going to click Control S. Control S then compiles the smart contracts. As you can see, we've got these new artifacts. And then over on the left-hand panel, we can see this Deploy and Run Transactions section. From here, what we want to do is we want to click on this environment drop-down and make sure you've selected Injected Provider MetaMask. What this does is it should open up your MetaMask wallet if you haven't already. And I'm going to do that now quickly. So I'm going to disconnect. Let's disconnect from there. And then I'm going to go injected provider. MetaMask pops up. Gonna hit want to hit connect here, and then as you can see, once it has loaded up and we're in the Hedera network, as you can see, it comes up saying we have 995.8 ether. Now this actually means HBAR. So all we need to do from this point is just click deploy. And again, your smart contract wallet, your MetaMask wallet will pop up again. You're going to need to sign a transaction. We're going to hit confirm over here. And as you can see, the network fee is only costing 2 cents. If you were to do this on other chains, other layer ones like Ethereum, this would cost you, I mean, sometimes hundreds of dollars. Cool. So it's now pending. It's going to take a bit of time. Still going to be pretty quick. We can actually see we can see it in here as well. Amazing. And as you can see, our smart contract has now been deployed, and we can see all of the functions and some of them which are hidden inside of this ERC-20 imported smart contracts. But now we can actually use all of these functions, and we have our smart contract which represents the token. So for example, if I take this account ID, this EVM address, and I check the balance of this particular address, we would expect it to be 1000 times by 10 to the power of 18, which is really just 1000 plus a load of decimals. So if I call that function over here, because I was the owner of the contract, it's been minted to the message sender, which is the person who deployed the smart contract. And as you can see, I've got this 1000 plus a whole load of zeros. But if I go to my other address, which is over here, and I might have to connect it again, connect account. If I head over to my other address, 05845, and then I go for, okay, let's get the balance of this particular address, it should come back with 0. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to transfer from the primary address, my Hedera Testnet portal address, and we're going to transfer some of the balance from this account over to the other account. But before we do that, let's actually import the token into our MetaMask account. So to do that, we need to take the smart contract's address, and then we need to go into MetaMask, and we want to go on to add over here. We want to click on token address input text and paste it, and then we want to click on next. And there is this bug at the moment. Sometimes it might show up. For me, I have to click back, and then it seems to pop up. So the token symbol is MHT. It is 18 decimals. Now when we click next, it will add up. And as you can see, it says we have our 1000 MHT. So we're going to import it over here. Now, if I were to transfer this token, there's 2 ways I can do it. I can do it actually inside of this. I can do it inside of MetaMask. But I want to do it via the smart contract transfer function. So to do that, again, we'll go over to this account. I'll copy the account address. This is the account which I want to send it to. And now I need to go over to my developer portal account, which actually has the token. And I'm going to enter this transfer function. So we're going to transfer it to this address. And we're going to transfer, I don't know, however much this is. I'm just holding down 0. Click transact, your MetaMask will pop up. This now says, okay, you need to sign the transaction. Something is actually leaving your account. So MetaMask has popped up. We're going to hit confirm. And as you can see, it's now executing the smart contract. We can also look at all of this inside of the block explorer. So as you remember earlier, if you've configured your MetaMask correctly, you should be able to click on this link, go on to view on block explorer, and it will take you to HashScan, and it will format it all correctly. And as we can see over here, we've got this transaction with an Ethereum transaction, and we can see that we can see the input. We see that this is the token address, or the endpoint account. I mean, this is the amount which we've sent. So we can actually see all of the information on HashScan, which I think is really great. So we've executed that transaction. Now let's check the balance of this address, which remember when we previously checked, it was 0. Now if we call it again, we should be getting that number. And there we have it. This address has now received the amount which has been sent. This is how you deploy an ERC-20 smart contract on Hedera. As you can see, if this is your first time developing on any blockchain or your first time developing on Hedera as a person from another EVM chain, it's literally one-to-one compatible. Really, really easy. Recommend you try it out. Give this a like, subscribe, and check out the description for more relevant information. Thanks a lot for watching.